In this series, I started with $0, a truck, and a mower, with the dream to build a profitable mowing business from scratch. Will I make it or go broke? Stay tuned and find out. Well guys, it is 10:44 and we just spent our last $100 putting diesel in the truck and gas in the mower. So we are down to $0. We are dead broke. So I actually got this mower off Marketplace and I only paid $50 for it. It needed a bit of work. We had to sharpen the blades and put a new carb on it, but it runs alright now. Well, for now anyway. But we're going to run to a brand new subdivision and see if we can get some contracts. Now right here would be the best contract for us to get, but we don't have the right mower for it, so every year they throw a festival and it's coming up very soon and this place needs to be mowed. Maybe one day we'll get the right mower. Anyway, we're pulling up to the brand new subdivision and guess what guys, my grandpa actually lives here. He's the reason I'm coming over here first to see if we can get a contract. So let's see if we can get this house. The line's not that long, but I'm hoping we can get it. Well, it looks like we got our very first job, so that's not bad. The very first house we knocked on, we got as a client. And this property is massive, way bigger than I pictured, so yeah, we're going to be making a nice bit of money. Anyway, he was saying the HOA around here are very strict, so he needs the line to be cut every week so it stays short, which I'm okay with because we need the money and these are good sized contracts. I just wish we had a bigger mower to make it a little bit easier. I'm just hoping it don't take me all day with this little mower. Well, I've been doing it for almost an hour now and I barely got a dent put in. Oh, this is going to take us a while, guys. We definitely need a bigger mower. This is just not going to work. It's just taking way too long. And we've been doing this for 2 hours now, but I got a huge dent put in. We actually got all the back and the sides done. Anyway, we're just going to finish up this front part and we should have this property done. I must say, this mower is perfect for doing tight quarters like this up front by the house, but it's not good for the backyard. But we got this done, let's collect our money. Alright, so we made $150 and if you break it down, we mowed for 3 hours, so we made $50 an hour, which is really good money guys. And if we can keep that up, we can actually make it somewhere with this business. Anyway, that house right there was Grandpa's. We're going to avoid that one because I will probably mow it for free and we need to make money and we're not going to make money doing that. And that's 3 hours to mow that lawn, so let's see if we can get this house. Ah, geez, guys, we just got our very first rejection. They actually got another company that mows their lawn. I'm just hoping no one else on the road got that company mowing their lawn because we want to make money and this subdivision, if we can get the whole area, will pay us so much. But it will probably take us a week to mow it, but that's okay because we can make so much money. Anyway, let's see if we can get this property. And we have our very second client, so we got two that wants us to come back every week. So that's a guaranteed $300 and that's good income I think anyway for just two properties. But I just got a text from my buddy. It's actually a link for Marketplace. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. I only had $150. What can I possibly get from Marketplace for that? But after this job, we should have $300 and it's actually a chainsaw. Hear me out. It's a Husqvarna chainsaw. It's $100. It don't work. I know why am I buying a chainsaw that don't work, but he's saying it's only a carb kit. So if we could pick one of those up for like $20, $30, we still got a chainsaw that will be regular almost $1,000. So I think it is a good deal. But there is one downside. It's about an hour away. Alright, so we actually got this property done and we did it a lot faster. We only took 2.5 hours. I mean, every minute counts. Alright, so we're up to $300 now, but I think before we continue on mowing properties, I'm actually going to go and try to get that chainsaw. Now, I know it's an hour and a half away, so we're probably going to be burning a nice bit of fuel, but I think it's well worth it. And we can actually expand the business by cutting down trees, so that's another service we got. And we are finally here. We were driving for about an hour and a half, but we finally found a property. I was kind of lost. I called him. He told me exactly where to go, and we are here. Anyway, we gotta go knock on the door and see where this chainsaw is. And hopefully it looks better than it does in pictures. I don't want to be catfished after making this trip. Okay, so after speaking with the owner, it's actually in this tool shed. That's where I thought it was, but apparently this chainsaw is only a year old. He's been just having a lot of problems with it. Okay, so that's in a lot better shape than I thought. It looks brand new. Okay, I'm definitely buying it. Even the bar alone is worth more than what we're going to be paying for it. Well, after going back and forth on the price with him, we were able to knock him down to $50, which is a steal for this chainsaw. Wait, it's a Husqvarna. But anyway, we'll throw this in back of the truck because we still got an hour and a half of driving to do just to get back. And I kind of want to go and see if we can get a carb for our brand new to us chainsaw. And we are back to town. So I actually phoned this hardware store on the way here and they do have a carb kit. I'm going to go in to make sure it's the right one. And they're actually able to put it on for me, which is good for the fact that I don't have any tools to actually do it and I would have to go find some or buy some. Alright, so I ended up paying $20 with it installed, which is a really good deal. So altogether, we paid $70 for a pretty much brand new chainsaw. Anyway, I didn't test it to make sure it works, so hopefully it do. But since we're in town and by a gas station, I should probably top up the mower before we go back mowing. Alright, so I ended up putting $10 into the mower, which topped it up, but we're definitely going to have to get a gas can in the future to make it a little bit easier. Anyway, when I was in the gas station, I actually put our ad on the bulletin board, so hopefully we can get some jobs. Well, it seems that ad is working because we just got our very first call to cut down the tree. So this homeowner is not very comfortable with this tree because the tree branches are really close to the power line and he just don't want to lose power if there's ever a storm. So he was actually going to trim it up, but he decided just cut the tree down. But now that I'm looking at it, there's power lines pretty much around the tree and we get a generator out front, so this is going to be very difficult for me to drop. Yes, our chainsaw works. Now, it probably wasn't the smartest idea to accept a job before checking the chainsaw, but I was just so excited to actually have another job. So, yeah, so I think the best option to drop this tree will be towards the water. I'm just hoping I don't hit the generator. But here goes nothing, guys. Let's get this cut. Oh, please don't hit anything. Don't hit the generator. Oh, here we go. Uh-oh. It's going. Oh, that was so close, guys. That could have been really bad. Those power lines are expensive. What about the generator? Okay, everything looks good. Now we did a good job. And we finally got this done. So he actually just wanted us to trim up the branches. He's actually going to deal with the tree himself. But I think we did overall a pretty good job. And it didn't take us too long to actually do it. So let's go collect our money and we can get back to mowing. And we made $200, which is not bad at all because it only took us about 40 minutes to actually drop the tree and clean it up. That is really good money, guys. Alright, so we're almost back to the subdivision and I'm just realizing we haven't had food since breakfast. That's probably why I'm starving. But anyway, let's see if we can get one more property since we're up in this area before we go get some food. Well, it looks like we got another contract, which is really good. So we're up to 3 for the subdivision so far. So I'm hoping we can get the rest of the subdivision hopefully, and in order to do that, we're going to need a bigger mower. So I made an appointment with the bank and I'm hoping we can get enough for a mower. I was looking on Marketplace and guys, they're expensive, even for a used one. So my plan is to buy a brand new one if I can, if we can get the loan. So in order to get the loan, we're going to need $1,000 as a down payment. And we don't have that right now. So hopefully we can get a couple more lines to do on the subdivision and we can get it by tomorrow. But if not, I'm going to have to reschedule my appointment for next week and we could lose out on so many contracts. So hopefully we can get the money needed by the end of today. Alright, so we've been doing this for about 2 hours now and we're finally done this property and I probably did 10,000 steps minimum just on this property. So let's go collect our money and we go get some food. Alright, so I ended up charging $200 because this property was massive, but they gave me a $50 tip. So we got $250 and we are really close to our goal of $1,000 by tomorrow. Hopefully we can do it, but we need to go get some food. And if we gotta stay out late tonight, we gotta stay out late because I need that by tomorrow morning. Oh, I am stuffed. Hey Jimmy, how's it going? I guess my truck might be in the way. I'll move it. It sticks out pretty far. I'm sorry, Jimmy. I shouldn't have parked here, but I was just so hungry. Anyway, guys, this is probably the best place to get food in town. And we are finally back to mow more lawns. So I actually got a call on the way over. So we're going to be doing 2 properties and it's getting pretty late. So I think we're going to be here for a while, but I'm pretty sure with these 2 properties, we will have enough money for our appointment with the bank tomorrow. So we just started the mowing business today and we already got about 5 contracts to do weekly, which isn't bad at all. But I just realized I didn't name the mowing business, so write in the comments below what it should be named and we'll pick the best one. Alright guys, so it's actually been 4 hours and we picked up another contract to do and we just finished it. So we ended up doing 3 properties in a row and yeah, it was a lot of work. Yes. So we just made our goal. We're over $1,000. We made $400 between those 3 properties, and I am beat. So instead of walking over to grab a mower, we're going to take the truck. But I think this is probably the perfect time to call it a day and head home and rest up for another day of mowing tomorrow. Well guys, it's another day making a mowing business from scratch. And you know what? I always wanted to slide across the hood of a truck. Nailed it. Anyway, we have an appointment with the bank to see if we can get a loan for another mower. As of right now, we have $1,100, which we needed as proof of income just to get the loan. Alright, so I'm looking at the time right now and we're still pretty early for this appointment. So we're going to stop at the gas station and top up our mower. So that way when we're done, we can go mow some lawns. I really need to invest in a gas can. It don't really make too much sense coming here 3 times a day to top up the mower, $10 each time, so we're going to be buying one very soon. Anyway, I'm looking at the time and we're going to be late for our bank appointment. Just kidding, we're right next to it. Now we just got to find a parking spot. That should do. I mean, I could have parked a little bit better, but he's not parked the best either, so good enough. Alright, so I ended up getting approved for $6,000 plus our $1,000. We're up to $7,000, which is a nice bit of money, but it's not enough to buy the mower I want. And that guy almost walked out in front of our truck. You gotta watch where you're going. So I was on Marketplace and I actually found a company that's selling a bunch of mowers. I think they're going out of business, so we should be able to find one here. And after seeing how they get the front of their driveway done, I can see why they're going out of business. They're not really good at landscaping. Anyway, let's check out the mowers. So I actually have this push mower. I do like this Craftsman, but check out this John Deere zero turn. Now this would be the right one, but I doubt we can afford it. I'm gonna go inside and see what the best price would be. Oh look, another mower. So this is a John Deere 4110. It is a good size one, but with this you're gonna need a trailer, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to afford a mower and a trailer at the same time. Anyways, I just spent $4,500, but we do have another mower. So I ended up getting the Craftsman mower and I paid $4,500, which seems expensive, but this one here is pretty much brand new. But with this mower, we should be able to do lawns a little bit faster and get bigger contracts. Okay, so we finally got this mower loaded up and there's not much room between the tailgate and the back tires. There's probably an inch. Anyways, let's go see if we can find any properties to mow. I seen a couple on the way over here and we'll try that before we go to the subdivision. Holy smokes, look, there's sheep. Bah! Enough of this. I could be here all day going back and forth with these sheep. Alright, so I'm pulling up to a property now that I think would be a perfect one to try our brand new to us mower. So hopefully we get it. Now there is a hill on the back that is a bit steep by the looks of it, but we got 2 mowers. We shouldn't have a problem. Okay, so we ended up getting this job, but you know what I just realized? I never checked to see if this mower had fuel. And you know what? Good thing it started, because I also never checked to see if it worked. But as of right now, it seems to be working fine. So hopefully I can get this job done pretty quick, because I actually got a call to do another lawn. It is on the other side of town, so I'm going to see if I can get a couple more properties on my way over before we actually do that one. So I've been doing this lawn for about 15 minutes now with this mower, and I must say it is a lot faster. It's going to help us out big time to actually get bigger contracts and to make money a lot faster. The only problem I'm having with it is trying to go around stuff. I'm not very good at it, and I'm not cutting as close as I should to the house or anything, but we'll get better over time. Now this is probably not the best way to mow the side of the hill, but if I keep going fast I shouldn't roll over. Anyway, I just finished mowing this lawn and I kind of got stuck. The lawn is not very dry and I kind of left marks everywhere. I hope they don't mind. But let's go collect our money. We made $150, which is crazy because we only did it for an hour compared to 3 hours like it was before. So we ended up making $150 an hour. That's pretty good money. Anyway, after the next one. Oh, I just got a text from my friend and the city's taking bids on the festival site. Okay, so before I head to City Hall and actually put in my bid, I want a double take of this property and see what it would need to be done. Okay, this property seems a lot bigger than I remember and we still probably don't have the right mower for it, but we're still going to put in a bid. Anyway, I'm just pulling up the City Hall now and I'm going to put in my bid. I'm thinking about $10,000 should be enough to do this festival. I'm hoping that's not too high or too low. I never really bid on jobs like this before. Okay guys, I just put in my bid for $10,000 and we should know by the end of today if we're going to get it or not. Hopefully we can, and until then let's just keep mowing. And good for us, our mowing job is actually right behind us. Ah man, I kind of parked too close to the house. It's going to be hard to get this mower off now, but I don't want to get up and move the truck again. Oh, there we go. Anyway, let's get this started. So this property right here is actually not that big, and I noticed there's one next door, a duplex house, so we're going to try to get that one after we get this done. But if we can get that festival job, we're able to buy another mower and possibly a trailer. I'd be pretty happy about that. Well, this is strange. I just noticed with this property, there's a public trail that goes right through the backyard. So you know what that means? We're almost done this property. We only got a little bit to do on the other side and we should be done. And we are done. So that actually only took me 10 minutes to mow this lawn. This was actually a really small one, which is good, but I don't know how to charge them. And this was definitely an overkill with this mower. Anyway, we just made $80 for 10 minutes worth of work, and I hope we get more jobs like that because we can make some serious money. But I just noticed we're right next to a cafe and I'm kind of hungry, so we'll get some food before we do the next property. Now that hit the spot, it was a bit expensive, but it was really good. And I just realized I left my mower and truck in front of his door. I hope he's not mad. But anyway, let's go knock on these doors and see if we can get a couple more contracts. Okay, I knocked on both doors and we got 2 more contracts to do, so I'm gonna grab my mower and get started. And I mean, he didn't get mad yet about my truck being there, so I'm gonna leave it there for now. So this property actually wants me to come back every week to mow the lawn, which is good. Now we actually are starting to build a client list and it will make it worthwhile to hire another employee soon. But anyways, that probably won't be for a while, for the fact that we still need to get another truck and trailer to make it worthwhile. But I would like to have another employee. It'd make it a lot faster. Okay, I just got an email from the city and they actually accepted an offer. Now we won't know till the end of the day who actually got it, but I hope it's me. Alright, so I've been doing this for about 20 minutes now and we're to the scary part. We gotta do a wall ride. Okay, this is so scary, guys. I know this is probably not the safest way to do it, but I think it's faster. Hello, how's it going? Do you need a lawn mowed? I guess not. So after we get this lawn done, I think we had enough time to actually do one more before they actually announce who's doing the festival. This patch is so hard to get, but I kind of want to get on the sidewalk before that lady comes down, and I don't want to flick rocks at her. Oh no, are we gonna make it? Okay, we're racing her. You can't catch us. Whee! Okay, so we just made $250 off this job. It took me 45 minutes to mow the property, but we still got time to do one more property before we got to go back to City Hall and see if we won the bid. Okay, so I've been driving around for a little bit, and I think this house here might be the perfect one for us to try to do. I'm gonna go knock on the door, and hopefully we can get it, because it probably wouldn't take us long to do. Well, that didn't go as planned. Anyway, let's try the one across the road. Make sure to look both ways. Hopefully we can get this property, but the only problem I can see is the fence. That's going to slow us down. Well, we didn't get that job either. Oh well, we got to keep looking, so we'll hop in the truck and we'll just go further down the road. Alright, so it's actually getting pretty late, and if we don't get this property here, we're probably not going to be able to do one before we got to go back to City Hall for the bid. So let's see if we can get it. This lawn actually looks massive. I'm hoping they don't actually own this massive garage. They must have some sort of business. They got a big garage, but I'm hoping we got enough gas in our mower to actually do this property. Ow, that hurt. I just hit my head off the flower pot. Anyways, it looks like we got a job, and I'm going to take the steps because I don't want to hit my head again. So as of right now, we have 2 hours before we have to be back at City Hall and see if we won the bid. Now there's probably a chance we didn't win, but I'm really hoping we did. That contract would give us enough money to actually rent a shop and to buy a trailer. And oh yeah, they do own that shop, so now we got to mow around that. Oh, this is going to take forever. Well, on the plus side, I guess our ad is actually working at the gas station. I got a couple more calls to mow properties over at the subdivision, so we'll be doing that tomorrow. So we'll pretty much have the whole subdivision to do weekly. Anyways, I've been mowing for about 40 minutes so far. It's taking me a little bit longer. They got a lot of things in their yard I gotta go around, so I'm taking my time. And I just checked the gas and we got about half a tank left. I'm hoping it's enough to do this property. We're only about a quarter way done, and I guess if it came down to it, I would have to use my push mower or come back another day, but I don't think the client would like that. Alright, so I've been doing this property for about 2 hours now and we're 75% done. We only got to do this front part, but we're running out of time. We probably got about a half hour before we got to be at City Hall, because if we are the winner, we got to have our deposit and hand it in right away, or they move on to the next bidder. But if you guys like this content and would like to see it continue, please like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel a lot, and we're on track to get to 2,000 subscribers by February. Anyways, we finally got this job done. It did take me a little bit longer than I was expecting, but we did get it done, and we still got a little bit of time before we actually got to be at City Hall. Well, I mean, not much, like 5 minutes. And we ended up making $300, which is well worth it, even though it did take us a bit longer, but it did pay really well. Anyway, I should probably hurry up. I got a couple missed calls from the city and one of my friends that's actually there. They're getting ready to start, and I'm still a couple minutes out. Oh, but it was well worth it. We did make good money. money. Now let's hope we can get this contract, which needs to be done within the next couple of days because the festival is actually on Saturday. But that reminds me, we should probably pick up a gas can or two, because if we do get it, we can't be going to the gas station every time we need to fuel up the mower, or we won't get the job done. Anyways, I'm gonna go in City Hall and see if we won. Alright guys, so we're just leaving City Hall now, and guess what? We got the contract, so we're gonna be mowing for the festival. So I should probably head over there. It's actually gonna take us a very long time to mow this property. It is massive. But before we go over there, I'm gonna need fuel for my mower. Anyways, we just spent $30 topping up the mowers, and we got a snack for later so we can stay there all day until we get this property done. With this contract, we should be able to buy another truck or even a shop. That's if we can get it done before the festival. So the festival is actually Saturday. We got a couple of days to actually mow it, but are we going to get it done? I sure hope so. If not, we're getting fined. Anyways, I'm just pulling up to the festival spot, and guys, this place is massive. How am I going to get this done in time? And I wonder, did I underbid it? I sure hope not. Anyways, let's get this mower unloaded and start doing this job because it's going to take forever. Look how massive this place is. Ah man, I just realized I didn't get a gas can, so if we need fuel, we're going to have to bring the mower to the gas station, or we can get somebody to drop some off, but still. Well, this grass is super long and it's bogging our mower down, so we can't go as fast as we want to. Anyways, I've been doing this for 15 minutes now and we don't even have one pass done. Wow, this property is massive. At this rate, we're going to be here all week. Oh man, what did I get myself into? I should have really hired somebody on for the day to use the push mower. I know that would suck to use it to do this property, but at least it would help. And we finally made it to the stage. It only took 30 minutes to get from the truck to here. I wonder who's playing at this festival. I didn't really look at the flyer, so hopefully it's somebody good. I wonder, do I get free tickets? I hope so. Now this is the tricky part, to get around these benches with this ride-on lawnmower. I should go get my push one, but it's just so far away. Anyways, I was actually talking to a friend of mine and he knows of a truck we can buy. Now this truck, the motor is gone, but everything else is in good shape. The body, the tires, and it comes with the toolbox. So all we need to get is a diesel engine for it. So when we're done here, we'll go look at the truck, and I told him to keep an eye out for a new motor. Anyways, it's been a few hours and we got over half the property done, but I'm going to take a little break and just check out the stage. Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces pass, and I'm homebound. And I need you. Anyways, I don't think I should quit my daytime job anytime soon. That was terrible. I got booed and there's no one even here. And I finally got this property done. It took me about 3 hours to do, which isn't bad at all. I could have been done a little bit faster, but I went on stage for a little bit. Anyways, we'll get this loaded up and we'll head to City Hall and collect our money. Then I'm going to head over and check out that Chevy pickup truck. He wants $3,500 for it, but it needs a new motor, so I think that's a bit expensive. So I'm going to see if I can get it a bit cheaper. Alright, so I just got my money from City Hall. We got $10,000. That is the most we made so far, and I don't think we're going to get more contracts like that. But I am kind of hungry and we kind of can't afford a meal, so we're going to head over to the cafe and grab something. Oh, I am stuffed. So I end up getting a BLT and a coffee, which hit the spot. But I was talking to the guy selling the truck, so he actually don't live too far away from here. So we're going to stop by and actually look at it. And if we can get it for a good price, we'll buy it. Okay, so I'm just pulling up to the property now, and my friend wasn't lying. This truck is in amazing shape. Well, except for the blown up motor. Anyways, before I go talk to the owner, I want to do a further inspection of the truck. I want to see it up close. So the bumper looks like it was painted at some point. He do have brand new tires. The rockers, the frame looks good. There don't seem to be any rust on the truck. I don't know if he got it covered up. He could be a professional auto body technician for all I know. Yeah, so I'm very interested in your truck. I do notice it's not in the best of shape. I think 35 is just way too much for this truck. Can you go any lower on the price? I mean, it don't even have a motor. Okay, so we agree 2,500. You sure you don't want to go any lower? Okay, understandable. Anyway, thank you. I'm gonna get somebody to come by later and pick it up. Well, that's a step for us. We're getting ready to expand our business. Now we have a truck and a half, and hopefully by next week we get 2 trucks so we can actually hire another employee. Anyways, I'm just pulling up to the new subdivision, and we actually got 1 line to do today. I was gonna do a couple more, but I got a last minute appointment with a realtor. We're actually gonna look at a property that we're gonna lease for a new shop. So we'll bang out this property as fast as possible because we're running short on time. We actually got to meet with them in 45 minutes. And as you can tell, this property is huge. It's going to cut it close, but I think we can do it. Anyways, I just got off the phone with a hotshot truck driver and he's actually able to pick up our truck. Now he's gonna call me later on because he's not sure when he's able to pick it up. So I'm hoping he don't call me back for at least another hour so that way I can go look at the shop and hopefully get it. So we got a place to drop this truck off. Alright, so I've been doing it for a half hour now, so we got 15 minutes before we're actually supposed to go meet up with the realtor, but she just texted me the stuff about the shop. It's $1,500 a month, which isn't bad at all. There's a shop on the property, it's fenced in, it's not the biggest property, but it will do. And we get this property done just in time too. We got 10 minutes before we actually got to be at our appointment with the realtor on the property, and we still got a 5-minute drive. So we'll load this up, grab our money, and we'll hit the road. So we end up making $200 off this property, which is really good money considering it only took us less than 45 minutes to do it. But the property is massive, so it was definitely well earned. But I think it's time to see what this truck can do, and hopefully there's no cops on the roads. Alright, so I'm almost to this property, and I just got a text from the realtor. She's actually going to be a bit late, so we didn't really need to rush, but at least we get to check out the property before she gets here. Well, I see a realtor sign, so I guess we're at the right spot. You know what? This is actually a good sized shop for the price. $1,500 and you got a fenced in shop? Now, I'm not sure if there's power to the shop, and I don't think it would be hard to get if we needed it. I would like to see the inside, but there's a lock on the fence, so I guess we gotta wait for the realtor to come. Well, the realtor just got here, and guys, I guess I picked the wrong profession. She's here in a BMW. I'm here in a 97 Ford. But anyway, let's check out this property. So over here, I guess this is our garbage can. Over here is a pretty big area, so I guess when we get trailers, we'll put them over here. And behind the shop, there's this little area we could put plows and attachments. And now for my favorite part about this property, the shop. So we got a 20 by 50 shop, and it don't seem like there's power in it, so maybe in the future, we'll see if we can get that hooked up. Anyways, I think I'm gonna get this property, so let's go talk to the real estate agent. It's too good of a price to pass up. And there goes $1,500, but we have a shop, so we ended up signing a 6-month lease, so we had this shop for at least 6 months. Anyways, let's go knock on a couple more doors and see if we can get a couple more properties to mow. Should I roll coal on our car? Anyways, there's been a slight change of plans, so I just got a call from the hotshot truck driver, and he's actually at our brand new property. He wants us to open the gate so he can put the truck in, so we'll do that. And if it's not too late, we'll go do a couple more properties. Alright, so we got the gate open for him. We helped him lower his trailer, but I did get a text from my buddy. Apparently, he found us a diesel engine for this truck, so let's pay this driver and we'll get on our way. Holy smokes, $500. Guys, I'm seriously in the wrong business. He only drove it 5 minutes down the road. Anyway, let's get these mowers off the truck so we got room for this motor. Okay, so he just sent me the details on this motor, and it is a brand new crate motor, which is good for us because it's probably going to last a long time. But he do want $4,000 for it. That is expensive. I don't know if he will go down on the price, but for a brand new motor, I think I'm just going to have to bite the bullet. Okay, I just got off the phone with the seller, and he told me I better hurry up. Somebody else wants to come and look at the motor, and it's first come first serve. Hopefully I'm not too late, so we're just pulling up to the location of this motor now, and we better go inside and pay for it if it's still here. Yes, it's still here. Okay, I better hurry up. Alright, so just like I thought, he didn't want to go any lower on the price, so we paid $4,000 for this motor, and he told me they actually ordered it in for somebody else, and he ended up backing out of the deal last minute, so I guess that's good for us. But he's too busy, so we're gonna have to use the forklift and load it ourselves. And I'm not forklift certified, so hopefully I don't get in trouble, or even worse, beat up the motor with the fork. Yeah, that was super close. That could have been bad. I could have beat up the base pan. Well, I guess second time is the charm. We got it picked up. Now we can't drop it, or it was a waste of money. I doubt we're gonna get a refund. Anyway, let's get this putting back the truck without hitting the truck or beating up the motor. Oh, this is gonna be tough. After I get this motor dropped off to the shop, I'm gonna have to make a few phone calls because I doubt I'm gonna have time to actually do this motor myself, so we're gonna have to hire somebody to do it. Okay, we gotta take our time. We'll put it down and we'll push it in further. We just haul it a little bit. Okay, hopefully. Oh, I don't want to be up the truck. Okay, right there should be good. I'm not going to try to put it in any further because I probably will beat up the truck. Well, I mean, I could have probably put it in a bit straighter and a little bit better, but that should be good enough. We just put a strap on it, and hopefully that pipe over the side don't beat up the truck or go flying. The shop is only 5 minutes away, so hopefully that's good enough. Anyway, I should probably start making some phone calls and seeing if I can find someone that can actually do this motor for me, and hopefully they can do it pretty quick. So I doubt we're gonna get any more mowing done today, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Well guys, it's been a few days here at the mowing business, and we finally got the motor put in our other truck, which is good because this truck needs a little bit of work. So I met this guy on Facebook. He's actually the one that put the motor in our truck, and he's gonna be working on this one. And here's the thing, he don't want money. He wants us to mow his property for the rest of the year. Oh yeah, and he wants us to snow clear the winter. But the thing is, I don't have a snow plow, so I guess we're going on Marketplace later and seeing if we can find one. And I guess we're getting into snow clearing. Anyways, let's fire this bad boy up and get to work. So as of right now, we actually don't have any major contracts today, so I thought it would be the perfect time to go look at another property. The house we're actually living in right now is actually being sold at the end of the month, so we need to find a place pretty soon. We have a lot of stuff to move out, so I'm going to take the mower with me just in case we do find a job. Alright, so I just got off the phone with the city, and it looks like we have a job. So there's this property that's been abandoned for 2 years. Apparently there's a lot of stuff in the yard, like a sailboat. What? Why do you have a sailboat in your front yard, and how do I get rid of it? Anyways, we're just pulling up to the property we're looking at, and it's actually kind of far away, but it's the best option. It's a bit cheaper than the place we're at now, and it looks a lot nicer. We have a double garage, and it looks like it needs to be mowed. The only bad part is we're not making money mowing this property. But if I decide to get this place right now, we're going to have to mow the lawn because we're a mowing company. We can't have our yard looking bad. Over here is the garage. Yeah, good size. Up here is a living room, dining room, kitchen. Over here is the bathroom. I mean, it's not the nicest, but it will do. So this must be the bedroom. It's actually a good size. So guys, I think I'm going to take this property. All right, I just sent the realtor $1,000 for the month and we signed the paperwork, but I can't leave the property like this. So we're going to mow it before we head out. But we need to get this done as soon as possible because that job with the city is actually going to pay a lot of money and we need that because we got stuff to buy. So the city just sent me some pictures of this property, and guys, it's way worse than you would think. There's so much garbage here. So that means I'm gonna have to rent a skid steer and a trailer just to haul everything off this property. So after 40 minutes, we finally got this project done, and guys, I found a creek right next to the house. Hopefully this don't cause us problems. Okay, so I'm gonna put the mower in back of the truck, and we're actually gonna head out. We need to get this property started for the city, but I'm not too familiar with this side of town, so hopefully we don't get lost. Ah, geez, guys, I made a wrong turn. Now I'm in the creek. Mistakes were made. Now the GPS is saying this is a shortcut. About time I found the road. I've been driving in this creek for 20 minutes now, our poor truck. But on the plus side, the GPS is showing where we're going is only 2 minutes away now. Oh, it looks like they fixed the road. But anyways, I actually called them and they got a skid steer and trailer we can actually rent. So we're going to be picking that up and we're getting it for a good price. Well, I wouldn't consider that a really good price. $450 just for 1 day? I need to get one just to rent out. Oh yeah, we're barely going up this hill. This truck is really working. Guys, yeah, this ain't good. We just flipped the truck and trailer. We were going a little bit too fast down the hill. Oh man, this ain't good. I'm gonna have to call the tow truck company. Well, the tow truck just got here and he said he should be able to flip it back over. He don't know if the trailer's in good enough shape to drive away, so we might have to leave it. Anyways, he got it flipped back over, and you guys, you wouldn't believe it. The truck is barely damaged. There's a couple scrapes on it, nothing major, but the trailer on the other hand is twisted up. Oh yeah, and the skid steer. Yeah, I hope they have insurance, and it looks like we won't be using it today. But on the plus side, our mower didn't get any damage, so I had to pay the tow truck driver $150, and you know what, really, for what he did, that wasn't too much. But I was talking to the company I actually rented the skid steer and trailer off, and they're not too happy. Understandable. They do have insurance, and I'm getting my $450 back. So I'm gonna rent a skid steer and trailer off a different company, and I'm not gonna let them know what just happened. You know what? This trailer is actually better for what we're doing. We gotta take garbage to the dump, so we get a dump trailer. Anyways, let's go inside and pay for it and grab the key to the skid steer. Alright, so we paid $650 for this combo, and it is a bit more, but we do have a dump trailer, so I guess that's where the extra $200 comes from. You know, I'm not really a betting man, but if I was to bet, I think this might be the property. Okay, you're gonna have to wait a second. Let me drive by. Anyway, look at this mess. There's a sailboat. Where's the driveway? Oh, here it is. Yeah, I pulled down this driveway. It was probably not the best idea. I would never be able to get back up, load it, but I gotta check out this property. And there's nothing in it, but it's in good shape, so we'll leave that there. Let's check, see what else they got on this property. Okay, so they left their clothes out 2 years ago and just never came back. But we got this sailboat. I don't know how I'm gonna move that. And we have this huge pile of bricks and debris. Over here is a wagon, and we have a bathtub, a canoe, which I don't think I would trust in any water. Anyways, I'm gonna unload the skid steer. I think the best thing for me to do is try to clean up the debris, bring that to the dump, and we'll go from there. Well, I decided to bring the truck up onto the road. I think it'd be better to bring the debris up because I pulled down head on. I don't think it would have been able to make it up the road. Anyways, I just got the first load put into the dump trailer. I'll just put the tarp across because I don't want anything flying out. We'll leave the skid steer there and we'll head to the dump and get rid of it. Yeah, that's not good. Alright, so we're just coming back from the dump and I'm hoping we could do this in one more trip because it's actually pretty far away. And there goes the last piece. So we pretty much got this property cleaned up besides the boat, but we are ready to start mowing this property. Yeah, this grass is super long. I might have to do it again just to get it cut right, but I hope not. So since I don't have a trimmer, we're actually going to have to use a machete to cut down these bushes because they're way too big. But that's going to take a very long time because there's so many bushes. Anyways, the city's actually supposed to be coming by very soon to tell me exactly what they want done with this property. Alright, so it's been about 2 hours and I got about a quarter of this property done. And I was talking to the city. They pretty much just want it cleaned up. They're trying to sell it in an auction next week. Oh, and they also mentioned about cutting down this tree. I sure hope they don't. It's a good thing we're making a lot of money off this job because I've been here for almost 4 hours now and we barely got a dent put in. But I wonder, how much is this house going to sell for? It might be a good investment property. I just got to check this boat out, see if it's worth taking home. Yeah, I don't think that would be a good idea. There's grass growing up through it, so there's obviously holes in it. So we'll leave it exactly where it is. Oh, and that reminds me, the city said I could leave it there. They will deal with it, which is going to help out a lot because I really don't know how to move it. And we finally got this done. It took a lot longer than I thought, but it's definitely going to be worth it because we're getting $25,000 for this job. Oh, and the city decided not to cut down that tree, so that's good for us. But guys, when I was mowing the property, I could see in the back window and I kind of seen something I would like to have. There's actually a gaming setup in this house. Anyways, we just made $25,000 from this job, but it's getting pretty late and I don't want to be charged another day for this skid steer, so we got to bring it back. And we're going to have to fill it up first, so we'll go to the gas station. I mean, the gas station's right there, but the cafe's here, so we're going to stop here and grab something to eat and probably a coffee, and then we'll fill the skid steer up. Well, I had a BLT and a coffee, and I must say, that food is the best in town. Anyway, we'll go fill up the skid steer, and we'll bring it back. I can't be charged another $650. But if you guys like this content and would like to see more, please like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Mowing series. Right now, we're actually on our way to go pick something up. But before we do that, I'm kind of hungry, so we're going to stop at the cafe and get some food. I mean, I didn't park the best, but I'm pretty sure he could still get out. That hit the spot, but anyway, we're actually going to go buy that trailer we flipped over in the last episode. I know, it don't really make sense to buy a trailer that's broke, but I'm getting it for a really good price. Anyways, we're just pulling up and I can see they got the skid steer. They must have brought it back to the shop, try to fix it, but the trailer's still here, so that's probably not a good sign. But let's go check it out. So the frame's actually broke right here, which is not good. The axle is a bit twisted. Probably not going to drive that straight, but I'm pretty sure I could fix it. We're getting it for a good price. The only thing is, we need to get a welder. Alright, so let's get this hooked up and bring it back to the shop. So there's actually been a slight change in plans. I just got a notification. There's actually an auction at a landscape company that's going out of business. So we're going to go over and see what we can get. Well, we are finally here and I can tell you guys, I see a couple of things I do want to buy. They have a welder. Would you look at that? Something we need and they have it. So it actually looks like they got a couple mowers. Now this one right here, we actually got this one, so I don't need another one. And this John Deere zero turn would be the machine I would like to have if we can get it for a good price. But the main reason I'm here is for a welder, and there's one right here. Now I don't know too much about welders, but it looks like it's in good shape. Oh, this looks familiar. This is actually the skid steer we had in last episode. I guess the company's upgrading their equipment and selling it. We're gonna see how much they want for it. But over here we have a dump trailer. Oh, and look, another dump trailer. And we have an enclosed trailer over here, and apparently there's a lot of things in it, and you get to keep it. But there's a catch. You're not allowed to look inside. So you gotta buy it as is. Well, I just spent $28,000, but we got the enclosed trailer and we actually ended up buying this skid steer. There is something wrong with it, but I think I can fix it. We got the welder, which is in good shape, and we bought this zero turn. It needs new tires at some point, but it should be good enough for now. Alright, so I just brought the trailer over, and as you can see, it's cracked pretty bad, so we're going to do a little temporary fix. It may not look the best, but if we can get it somewhat usable until we get back to the shop and actually fix it right, but here goes nothing. And we get the frame done, so we're going to do the axle now. It looks pretty bad. We got a lot of bubble gum, but it's holding up. That's the main thing. Okay, so I just finished putting a bit of weld on the trailer. Now it's time for the real test. We'll put some weight on it. So I'm going to try to get the skid steer and mower on the trailer, and hopefully it don't crack anymore. I'm not the best welder, but I think it should hold up enough to just get back to our shop. Well, I don't think that's going anywhere. I just noticed the tires wore down, I guess where the axle was crooked, but I also noticed there's wheels on this welder. Guys, check it out. We can push it. It's going to make it a lot easier to load it. Anyways, I should probably get back to the shop and get this unloaded. We need to get some work done today, and there's actually other jobs we got to do. We're definitely going to have to take our time. This trailer's not the best. Yeah, this hill is huge. Our truck is struggling, but at least the trailer's holding up. Okay, so it's been about 30 minutes of driving, but we are finally back to our shop, and the trailer is holding up, I think anyway. Actually, I'm going to take that back. The tire's gone, and it's cracked again. So, we'll put this in the shop, and we'll get somebody to actually fix it right. The opening for, okay, never mind. I just broke the fence, so yeah, we're going to have to deal with that too. So I finally got the trailer in the yard, and I think I'm just going to leave it here for now. So I'm not too sure how much room we have in the trailer, so I'm going to take this mower off so we can put the welder in the back of the truck if we have to. Anyways, I just got back over to the auction, and it's about 2 o'clock, so we'll get this hooked up, and I'm dying to know what's in the back. Okay, so it looks like we got another welder, we got a giant fan, we got a laser level, a heater, air compressor, saw, and a bunch of tools, a radio. Wow, okay, so this is going to help us out a lot. Alright, so I just pulled the trailer up, and I'm going to try to see if I can fit this other welder in the back, and I don't know if I can. It's massive. There's actually not that much room in the back, but we're going to try it anyway. Well, it fits like a glove. Well, sort of. I wouldn't trust it too much, and I think by the time we get back to the shop, we might have a big mess back there. But with all the stuff we bought at this auction, we should be able to expand our business a nice bit. Okay guys, so it's been a few days and I finally got this trailer done. I ended up beefing it up a bit and putting some steel plates in, but I think now we finally got it. It shouldn't break anymore. I hope so anyway. Oh, and I actually put a new gate in. So I was talking to the landlord and I told him it's just not wide enough. So he let me put this one in and he's going to reimburse me at some point. Even though I broke the other gate, I didn't tell him. But we actually got a pretty big job to do today, so we're going to load up our brand new to us mower and we're going to head on over. So I actually got a call from a guy last night. He runs a bunch of condos and he wants us to go over and mow the whole property. Anyways, I'm going to shut the gate and we'll head on over. Alright, so last night I actually put up an ad on Marketplace looking for employees, so hopefully we can get at least 2 more to help out with this business. We got the mowers now, so we just need the workers. Alright, so after driving for 15 minutes, we are finally over at the condos, and just check out this property. Maybe we can get another job. It is getting pretty late. I don't know how long it's going to take me to do this condo building, but I think I can get it done within an hour and a half. Okay, so I was just talking to the property manager and he said if we do a good job, he wants us to come by every week to mow this property, which is good because it's going to be paying $1,500 and that's a lot of money. I was actually looking at one of these condos not that long ago before we ended up renting the place we're at now, and they're really nice. It's just they're so expensive. The rent was $2,500 a month. That's a lot of money and I can't really afford that with the shop. Alright, so I've been doing this for about 20 minutes now and we almost got one full pass done. This property is massive. It is definitely going to be worth the money if we could do this every week. So I want to do a good job. But if you guys enjoy this type of content and would like to see more, please like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. This property is so big, but I was just talking to the manager of Dollar General and he actually wants us to come by tomorrow and mow their property. So I guess it's a good thing we were over here. We ended up getting another job. So yeah, we're definitely going to need employees. Anyways, it took me about 2 hours to do this property. A little bit longer than I thought, but there's this shed right here. The property manager said if I want to, I could put my mower here, but I don't think it's big enough, so I'm not going to. Anyway, let's go in and collect our money. So we ended up making $1,500, which isn't bad for 2 hours worth of work, but I did ask him if I could see the inside of a condo, just in case we ever need one. Alright, so over here's the bathroom. It's a good size. Then you walk through here, you have a kitchen, living room. It's a bit small. This must be the bedroom. Yeah, I don't really like it. It's too small for me, but the view is actually really nice here, but I don't think it's worth the amount it is. I think before I put my mower on the truck, I'm going to see if we can get this property over here to do. Okay, so we tried and we never got this job, so we're just going to load the mower up. I was hoping to get that property because it would end off the day for us, but I guess they want to mow their own property or they don't think it's overgrown, but it is. Alright, so I got the mower strapped down and I just looked at the trailer and guess what? Our welds are holding up, so that's good. Anyway, we're gonna go grab some food and head back to the shop. I'll see you guys tomorrow. What's up everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today is all about cutting grass and keeping these lawns pristine. Let's get into it. Alright, so we got our gear, we got the mowers ready to go, but before we head out, let's talk about what we're doing today. We got a full schedule of lawns to mow around the map from residential to a commercial property. We got about 8 properties to do around the map. And we got one commercial project we're going to try to get done today. I don't know if we're going to be able to because these properties are massive. It's going to take us a long time to actually get them done. First stop is this nice little property over here. I'm looking forward to it. Not too big, but it should take a good 15 minutes to knock out. And while we're doing that, let me know in the comments, would you guys like to see more mowers in future episodes? Or should I just keep it simple with just this one? Alright, so let's get this mower unloaded and we got 3 properties to do right here. We got this little one and we got this duplex. So we're going to start with the little one first. There's actually a walking trail right behind it. So this property is going to take less than 15 minutes to do. Okay, here we go. Gotta line up my passes so it's nice and even. I'm definitely trying to keep these edges nice and sharp. You know what I'm saying? So this property is actually really small. I'm not going to charge too much just for the fact that there's actually no lawn. Anything from the trail back is actually city property, so I don't need to mow it. So we pretty much got this one done, guys. That's one line down and it looks great, but we got a few more to go, so let's pack up and head to the next location. And lucky for us, it's actually next door. By the way, I've been thinking about expanding the mowing business. Maybe we can offer some extra services like weed trimmings, even landscaping. What do you guys think? Drop your ideas in the comments and we might just roll with it. A lot of people actually walk this way. This trail is always busy. But I know one thing, guys, this property is scary to do. When you get to the edge where this hill is, yeah, it's not fun on a ride-on lawnmower. And if you're enjoying today's episode, make sure to hit the like button, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing for more mowing content. So I'm actually having a hard time keeping up with all of our contracts, so I actually put an ad on Marketplace last night, see if we can find some more employees, but as of right now I'm having no luck, but we definitely need at least 2 more employees. Well, that's another property we got done, and guys, it's 19 degrees, but it feels like 23. I am sweating. We need to get a drink. We gotta stay hydrated on days like this. But first, we're gonna load this mower up and actually collect the money, and then we're gonna head to the next job. We ended up making $250 for 3 of these properties, which isn't bad money considering there's actually no lawn here. The biggest one is on this duplex, but we're going to be heading to the next property now and trying to get these lawns done. We're starting to fall behind, guys. Okay, so we're just pulling up to the subdivision we gotta mow, and the first one we gotta do is a beast of a property. Look how big this is. Yeah, this one's going to take us a bit longer to do. Okay, so the homeowner actually wants this lawn cut perfect. He's having an event the weekend. He's having a barbecue with all of his neighbors, so he wants his lawn looking perfect. And I guess we're the right people for this. I hope anyway. On big jobs like this, I like to break it down into sections. Start at one end and work my way across. That way I don't miss a spot and I can keep things nice and neat. Well guys, I've been doing this for about 40 minutes now and we are starting to see a little bit of progress. But guys, do you guys like the smell of freshly cut grass? I sure do. But anyways, we finally got this property done. It did take a lot longer than I thought. It is a beast of a property and it's going to be paying pretty good. I'd say this one property will pay more than the 3 we just did. So we made $250, which is what we made on the other properties combined, which is good money, guys. But before we start another job on this subdivision, it's getting pretty close to lunch and I'm kind of hungry, and there's this new place that just opened up and I kind of want to try it out. Alright, so we've been driving for about 15 minutes now and we're actually at the new place. It's called Willie's Restaurant. It's actually a floating diner. It's actually so cool. Check it out, guys. I heard the food's really good. Oh guys, that food was awesome. I spent $50, but I'm stuffed. I usually don't go to restaurants on a work day, but oh, this place is gonna make me lose a lot of money. Oh, but on the positive side, we actually ended up getting a job. So Willie actually owns a restaurant. He lives right there and he actually wants us to mow his property, so I guess it wasn't really a waste of time coming over here. We ended up getting another job out of it. We'll get some of our money back. Well, let's get the mower off the trailer and we'll get started. So this property here is actually overgrown a nice bit, but it shouldn't take us too long to do. He just wants us to do the main area around the house. He'll deal with the rest later on. He's just been really busy with the new restaurant, so he wasn't able to do it himself. I'm just hoping there's nothing scattered through this lawn. Where it's overgrown, there's stuff everywhere. And I don't want to beat up this mower. I just got it and it makes doing lawns a lot faster. Okay, so I just took a 5-minute break to get some water. We gotta stay hydrated mowing these properties. It's 20 degrees out. I'm sweating a lot. But I was also on the phone with Willie. He actually wants me to try to get as close as I can to the fence. But he did say, watch out, there's rocks back there. Okay, so this must be where he was talking about. Oh, we gotta watch out. Yeah, I can't. Uh-oh, I just ran over a rock. Oh, another one. Yeah, that's not good. The mower just... Why isn't it working? Uh-oh. I think I broke something. Guys, this ain't good. Oh, no. Yeah, it looks like the bars broke. I'm just hoping I don't have the blades broke on the bottom, but let's go see if we got something in the truck to actually fix the mower just so we can finish this property. Okay, so I was able to find a couple things in the truck I think will work. I don't have the proper bolt or pin to actually hold it up, so if this don't work, we're gonna have to bring it back to the shop, which is not good because I don't have this property done, so that means I gotta grab a different mower and come back, so that will slow us down for everything else. Yeah, that's not gonna work, so I guess we're gonna have to load this up on the trailer. I can't get the deck to come back up, so I think the brackets actually broke off the deck and we're probably gonna have to weld that back together, but I don't have the time right now, so we're gonna go back and grab the Craftsman mower. Alright, that's not going anywhere, but before I leave I should probably let the homeowner know I'm only gonna go grab my other mower and I'm coming straight back. Ah man, this ain't good. We were starting to get caught up on our properties, but this is actually gonna set us back, so you know what that means? We're gonna have to work pretty late tonight just to keep on top of everything. Anyways, we're finally back at the shop. I actually stopped at the dealership on the way here to see if I can get the part needed to fix the mower, and it's actually going to be a week before I get it in, so we're going to have to temporarily fix it for now. I think I might be able to weld it back to the deck. I'm hoping. I'm not the best welder, so it might not be the best, but if I can get it so I can actually use the mower a bit more, I'd be pretty happy. But the thing is, right now I actually don't have time to fix it, so we gotta grab our other mower and get back to work, which sucks because it's going to take us a lot longer to do these properties with this smaller deck. So I got that loaded up and we're actually going to be heading back to Willie's so we can finish this property. So as of right now, we got 3 properties done out of the 8 we were supposed to do today, and we still got a commercial property to do. So yeah guys, this is going to be late for us, but I'm hoping to have Willie's property done very soon. With this small mower, I'm able to get into the tighter area, so it might be a little bit faster. Alright guys, so we pretty much got this property done. Ow. Okay, so there's just a massive hole by his house. We almost beat up another mower and that actually hurt a lot, but like I was saying, we pretty much got this property done. There's a couple more spots we got to do and we can finally move on. Well, we finally got this property done, so that would be number 4 I think so far. Counting this property, we actually got to do 9 residential, 1 commercial, and it's getting pretty late. Anyway, we'll collect the money so we can get on with the rest of our day. Well, we just made $150, which isn't too bad considering if I didn't get that $50 meal earlier, we wouldn't have made that money. But before I go do more properties, I'm actually stopping at the hardware store. There's a pressure washer on sale and we kind of need one so we can clean up the mower so we can fix it. I mean, I didn't park the best. I'm kind of in the road, but I shouldn't be too long. I just couldn't pass that up. It's too good of a deal for this size pressure washer, so we got an industrial size for $1,500. That's crazy. Yeah, this is a lot bigger than I thought. I thought it was going to be put together, so how am I getting this on the trailer? Oh, this is heavy. Well, I finally got in the trailer. I actually got some help from one of the workers, but we're actually going to be running back to the shop, putting this together. I'm going to try to fix my mower. So I just texted my clients and told them I'm not able to finish their lawns today. We got a broken mower, so I'll be out tomorrow to actually do their lawns. Now, the worst part about that, we got lawns to do tomorrow, so now we're up to 15 properties we got to do. Well, guys, it's been a few hours, but I finally got the pressure washer put together, so we're going to try it out. We're going to bring it over and actually spray off the mower so I could try to weld it and try to get it fixed. Just for now. I need this mower. I should probably spray off the other equipment, but right now we don't have time. I'm thinking in the next couple of days when we actually get stuff caught up, we're able to clean our equipment. It just looks better when you got everything cleaned up. So I just got the mower brought in and I'm thinking, how am I going to lift this? I probably should use the skid steer because I gotta be able to see the blades and see if anything's actually broke down there. And this is the only thing I have on the property that could probably lift it. Alright, let's see what's wrong with this mower. So we're gonna lift it up so we can actually work on it. And I think right there might be good enough. Yeah, well, that don't look right. At least the blades are still attached, but the welds are broke on them, so we're going to put a little bit there for now. And I'm probably going to have to sharpen the blades. Yeah, we hit a nice few rocks and they're pretty beat up, but it should last for the rest of this season. I'm hoping anyway. Okay, so we get the bottom done, so let's get this bracket fixed up. And yeah, guys, I really damaged this mower. Oh, man. This is my favorite one too, but I did order some more parts. So we'll get it looking brand new very soon. Well, this is going to be it for today, guys. And if you want to tune in to the next video to see if we get caught up, consider hitting the subscribe button and I'll see you guys in the next one. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We have about 10 properties we need to mow today because last episode we couldn't get them done because we hit a rock and broke our mower. So since I was able to weld the bracket and blades back on, we're able to use this mower again, which is good because it's double the size of our Craftsman mower. I think I'm going to take this tank with me and get it filled up just for the fact that we have 10 properties in a row on the subdivision and they're massive properties. I don't want to be going to the fuel station every hour. But if you guys are enjoying this content and would like to see more, smash the like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. Alright, so I got the mower ready and we're ready to go. So let's head out and get these properties done. So I just got off the phone with someone. They want us to do a job. So we're going to try to get that done today for them. It's going to be later on. I got to try to get some of these lines done. We're starting to fall behind. And it's just me, so it's hard to actually keep up. I will be trying to get an employee very soon. Alright, so I'm just pulling up to the very first property of the day. And I can't wait to get started. I think this might be the biggest property on the subdivision. If I remember correctly, last time we did this property, it took us about an hour and a half to do. So this is going to be a long day for sure for us. But it's going to be well worth it when we get paid because it's going to be a lot of money. Which is good because I need to start buying equipment. I want to get a snowplow for our truck because in the winter months we got to try to keep this company afloat, and the only way to do that is to branch out a little bit and start snow clearing. I mean, unless somebody wants me to cut the snow on their grass with the mower, that's the only other option we got is to get a snowplow and try to make some money so we can keep going next year. You know what, since we got to do all these properties, instead of doing one at a time, I'm just going to go straight down and do the whole backyard at once. I think that would be the best option. Oh, it looks like Jimmy upgraded his backyard a bit. He got himself a pool. I'm thinking about getting one very soon. I seen they're on sale at Walmart. They're on sale for $800, but right now we don't really have extra money, so I guess that's gonna have to wait. Oh yeah, it's also September, so we wouldn't really get to use it that much. So I've been doing this for about an hour now and we had to fill up. Good thing I brought this tank, it makes it a lot easier. We have so much lawn to do and we're definitely going to be using almost that full tank. Alright, so it's been about 3 hours since we actually started this property. We went through 3 tanks of gas, but we finally got half of the project done. We got 5 properties done on this side, and the other side I think we only got to do 4 to actually finish. We did one the other day before we went and broke our mower, but we should be able to get these done pretty quick. So it's about 12:30. I'm pretty hungry, so we're gonna drop the trailer off at Grandpa's house. And guys, check it out. I guess Grandpa got a dog the last couple of days. You know what? I actually been thinking about getting a dog too. And Grandpa got the perfect looking dog. That's the exact same one I wanted. I'm gonna go over and check him out. Okay, we'll give Gizmo some food and we'll throw the ball around. Here, Gizmo, go get the ball. Go get the ball. Okay, I guess you don't want to fetch. Oh, watch out for the trailer. Yeah, pretend you guys didn't see that. Oh, I am stuffed. So I ended up getting a BLT and a chili and a coffee, of course. And guys, it was amazing. Oh, The best food costs $15, and I really don't want to go back to work after eating. I'd rather have a nap. But I think we're going to take a little break from mowing. So that job I mentioned earlier, we gotta cut down a tree, and I don't have a ladder, so we're gonna stop at the local store and see if we can get a ladder. I think Bob's hardware store would be the best spot to try and see if we can get one. Well, they didn't have the biggest selection of ladders. I thought they would have more. Ended up getting this one for $80. It extends to 20 feet, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if that's high enough to actually get up to where we gotta go. We actually gotta cut down a branch that's overhanging on their house, and they're afraid it's gonna fall down, so we're gonna try to do that for them. According to the GPS, we're actually at the right spot. I sure hope so, because we've been driving for 10 minutes. We're pretty much on the other side of town. Oh wait, this is the property right here. Okay, let's go down and see if we can find the owner and actually see what he wants done. I'm just hoping the branch is actually not over the house too much, because how do you even take that down without hitting it? Oh my god, guys, this is so high. Oh my, how am I going to do this job? I don't think our 20-foot ladder is actually going to get us up there. And I'm not the best at climbing trees. Why is this house up so high? Anyway, let's go talk to the owner, and I'm hoping it's a different tree. Well, just my luck, it has to be the tallest tree in the world. It's gotta be like 400 feet tall. And we got a 20-foot ladder. Look, I'm nowhere near where I need to be. I guess we're doing a lot of free climbing today. That's the only way I can see us getting up there. Oh, did I mention I'm scared of heights? So yeah, don't look down. Don't look down. Oh, I looked down, guys. We're so high up, but we're almost there. So I really don't have the most experience cutting down trees while branches above houses. So I guess we'll just go for it, and hopefully we don't take out his house. I mean, that was just a slight tap, nothing too major. A few dents won't hurt. And now for the hard part, I need to climb down this tree. Well, that's another quality job done by Duke Mowing. I think we did alright for our very first tree branch over a house. It could have went a little bit better, but it could have went worse. But I know one thing for sure, I'm going to bring this ladder back. It's just not what I was expecting. It's not good for any projects. Now, I don't think we're going to be doing a lot more of these. Hopefully not, because I'm scared of heights. But I think I would rather have the $80 back. Alright, so we ended up making $600, which is good money considering what we did. But I'm going to bring this ladder back. I should probably put it in a little bit better so we don't lose that on our way over to Hardware Bob's store. And after we return this, I think we're going to get back to mowing. I wanted to give the mower a break. We've been pretty hard on it all morning. We're trying to get these lawns done where we're falling behind. And if I don't get over there soon and get these lawns done, I might end up losing them as contracts. Okay, so I just returned the ladder. We got $80. He was giving us a little bit of trouble at first. Did I hit the wall? Oh no. Well, he's definitely going to be mad now. I kinda parked on top of his bench. I didn't see it there, and I kinda hit the building. There's no mark on his building, but there is a little bit on my truck. But this is a work truck. I'm not too concerned. Like I was saying, we actually had a little bit of trouble returning the ladder. I forgot to wipe the dirt off, and he could tell it was used. But he did end up giving us our money back, so I'm pretty happy about that. And I'm hoping he don't have security cameras and he can see what we did when we left. Why is Gizmo at the neighbors? I don't think Grandpa knows that, but he seems to be staying in the area, so we'll leave him. We'll grab our mower, and I think we're going to start at the edge of the property and pretty much do what we did with the last one. Because I got a text for another job we can do. We're going to need our skid steer, and it's on the other side of town, so it's going to take us about an hour to actually get the skid steer and make our way over there. So we got a load of gravel he actually wants us to spread out. It shouldn't take us long to spread it out, it's just going over there. It's pretty far, and we still got about 2 hours of mowing here. But on the plus side, we actually got the biggest property on this side done the other day, so that should knock off about 45 minutes. Oh look, it looks like Kevin got a pool too. I guess where they're on sale, everybody's buying them. But it's getting pretty late in the season, so they probably got about 2 weeks left before they gotta take it down for the winter. If I didn't need to buy a snowplow for the winter, I would consider buying one. Okay, so I just got a text from my friend James, and he actually found me a snowplow on Marketplace that we're gonna be looking at in the next couple of days. He wants $1,000 for it. It is a couple years old, but I think we can get it for a bit cheaper. Anyways, it's been a few hours, and we finally got this side of the property done, so the only thing left to do now is to go collect our money. So I ended up making $2,500 between these 10 properties, which I think is really good money, and it only took me about a day to do it. But right now I'm actually going to run back to the shop, drop the mower off, grab the skid steer, and head on over and try to get this job done to see if we can get any more work. Alright, so I just got back to the yard, and I think before we put the mower away, I'm going to spray it off. There's a lot of grass and dirt built up, and I don't really want to put it in the shop like that. And we do have a brand new pressure washer, so why not keep our equipment looking nice? So we'll pull over here, and we'll try to get it done. The only problem I have with this pressure washer is our ground is actual dirt. We need to get a load of gravel brought over, so we're not bringing mud into the shop. But I think we're going to wait to actually get the load of gravel. But that reminds me, guys, this truck we had since we started the company, I had a mechanic come out and try to fix the brakes and everything. But it turns out there's a lot more things wrong with it than we thought. So I'm thinking I might sell it. What do you guys think I should do? Should I keep the truck and put money into it, or should I sell it and try to get something a little bit better? Now, what we need for that truck right now is going to cost us about $2,500. The only problem I have about keeping it is the truck is starting to get old, and I don't want to have to be replacing everything and have a truck that's not reliable. Well, I think that should be good enough. Now, I'm going to take the skid steer out, then we're going to put the mower in, and we're going to get on the road so we can actually get this job done. And if we get it done soon, we might have time for another job. Alright guys, so I've been driving for about 15 minutes now, and we're almost to the property. It's just up here on the left. Okay, so it looks like we got about half a dump truck load. It shouldn't take us too long to actually spread that out once we get started. So this is just something temporary. As you can see, his driveway's in rough shape, but over here, he actually needs to put all new gravel. It's down to the dirt. I guess from the winter when he's snow blowing, he's throwing all the rocks into the lawn. So we're going to fix that up for him. We're going to grab the skid steer and try to level this off as best as we can. But I think next year, he's actually going to try to get this all paved so he don't have this problem again. Well, that didn't take long at all. Now, we almost got stung. He got a lot of bees back there, so you gotta watch out. They don't really like skid steers right next to the honey, I guess. Alright, so I ended up making $350 off that job, which isn't too bad considering it only took me about, 15 minutes to push it off and level it out. But it's getting pretty late, so I think this is gonna be it. And if you guys enjoyed this episode, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.